Welcome to the YMCA Fall Volleyball Coaches Meeting. My name is Todd Johnson, the Executive Director of YMCA Youth Sports. Thank you for coaching this fall. We are looking forward to a great fall season and getting kids active and healthy. I will be following the coaches meeting PowerPoint that we will also send out in this email if you would like more information. Thank you for volunteering to coach at the YMCA. The youth sports staff currently consists of myself, Claire Cantwell, and Troy Pecas. Our office is located at 570 Fallbrook Boulevard, Suite 210 in the Fallbrook Town Center in Northwest Lincoln. Our current office hours are 9 o'clock a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. Monday through Friday. Our website is ymcalincoln.org and our phone number is 402-434-9217. If anything were to arise throughout the season and you need to get a hold of anyone for any questions. We will start with the fall 2020 guidelines and restrictions that we will have to follow because of the COVID virus. LPS facility waiver form. We will need every participant and coach and assistant coach to fill out a LPS facility waiver form. We would need these filled out before the first practice were to begin. If your team members bring it to you at practice the first day, you can sure scan and email those to us the next day. As long as yourself or us here at the YMCA have a waiver for each participant before they would start practice or games. For micro volleyball, the waiver would need to be signed before their first game on October 4th. For recreational volleyball, we would need a waiver before you could start practice the week of September 22nd. Face mask. Face masks will be required by the coaches and the one spectator who will be at practice or the game will need to have a face mask inside LPS. Athletes will need to have a face mask when they're moving to and from the gym to their court, but not while they are playing the activity. If they would like to wear a face mask during playing the activity, they sure can, but they are not required to play in the face mask. That would be up to the individual player. But they would need to have it in the hallway during the transition on, and the coaches and spectators will need to have a face mask on at all times inside the LPS facility. Practice guidelines. Practice would be limited to the head coach, an assistant coach, and then the participant with one spectator who can be in the gym with him. So we do have to follow currently one participant, one spectator, so it'd be a 1-for-1 ratio for each child, the head coach and the assistant coach. For game day guidelines, it would be the same thing. We will have 2 coaches, each team can provide a volunteer scorekeeper, and then you would have a 1-for-1. So the participant and one spectator are allowed inside the building, and everyone would have to have a face mask to be inside the LPS facility. So for games and practice, it is 1 spectator per 1 athlete is what we're currently following. If the guidelines would change, we will sure send out a message and keep you updated as coaches. If you have any questions on the guidelines or the waivers, please let us know. Please send us an email or give us a call. Program goals for YMCA Volleyball. Have fun, get kids healthy, have them be active, and then try to learn skills. We also try to learn individual skills as well as team skills in volleyball. So maybe your whole practice wouldn't be a 6-on-6 practice, but you also want to foster the individual skills of the sport and also foster the team building skills. Kids these days are really into wanting to hang out in a social environment with their friends, have fun, and then play some volleyball. Areas of focus at the YMCA is youth development, social responsibility, and healthy living. Our program in the volleyball, and we ask the coaches to help us, will incorporate all of these activities to give a kid not only a great athletic experience, but also a personal development experience. Coach pickup. We had coach pickup for recreational on September 22nd. At coach pickup, you should have received your shirts and a list of all your team members with their sizes. For micro volleyball, you can pick up your material anytime in the YMCA Youth Sports Office Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., or we will take it to your first scheduled game. Equipment. For micro volleyball, we will provide 4 volley lights for the practice. So for micro volleyball, you would just show up at your game, at your practice and game, and all the equipment will be there for you. For recreational volleyball, we are recommending this year to have the kids bring their own volleyball if possible. And if you would need volleyballs, we can check out 2 volleyballs in the YMCA Youth Sports Office at Fallbrook. We would check those out, take a deposit, and you can bring them back at the end of the year. For games, we will have volleyballs on site for recreational volleyball. We will also have disinfectant spray that we will use after each game to spray down the tables and the volleyballs, as well as for micro volleyball, we will do the same thing. Online information. Online, you will find schedules on our website, rules in the fall guidelines, as well as guidelines for our practice plan that we've created that you can follow for your each week practice, whether it will be for recreational or micro. We will also send out a weekly practice plan for you each week to assist you in your practice needs, and these documents are also located on our website. Contact team members. We recommend you contact your team members 48 hours after coach pickup. We have also sent out all of the team rosters and schedules through the PlayerSpace software to everyone today. So they will also have access to their roster and to their schedule. For recreational volleyball, we would recommend sending out a note to them so they know when their practice is. For micro volleyball, we'd recommend sending a note to introduce yourself and let them know what time you may meet at the first game, and that you'll hand everything out there if you're not going to meet prior to your first game for micro. Late registration. We still have some children who are signing up for volleyball. We will be in contact if we have a player that we think is a great fit for your team. And then if you do add them, we will get the t-shirt mailed out to the player. Practice locations. Micro volleyball will practice and play in the same hour. Your first 25 minutes of court time will be your practice. Your second 25 minutes will be the game. It will all be located at Color Middle School, which is 5201 Vine Street for micro volleyball. For recreational volleyball, each team can sign up for 1 practice time during the week at an LPS facility. You could have signed up for practice at the coach pickup, or please call our office at 402-434-9217 during business hours, and we will gladly get you signed up for our practice time. Matches, all of the matches will take place at LPS facilities. And then we will have to follow the rules again, the guidelines for games and practices of 1 spectator per 1 athlete, as well as everybody in a face mask for games and practices at LPS facilities. Coach expectations. We expect you to have fun as a coach. We hope you enjoy coaching as much as the kids look forward to having you their coach. The one thing I would recommend is you are a role model as a coach, so always remember that your kids are watching you, and we would ask you to act as if you are their role model, so please act accordingly. Coach behavior, if we would have for some reason issues, whether it be at the game site or a practice site, we would be in contact with you as a coach to discuss the situation. Or if you as a coach have a problem with an official, or you just have a parent or an issue arises for you, please contact us. So we are here to support you and try to make this the best experience for you as a coach as well. Officials, we do hire officials for the matches for recreational volleyball. We ask that you be patient with them. They're learning as well as the kids are and the coaches are. But if you do have feedback, please share that feedback with us so we can make the program better. Fan behavior policy, we do expect fans to behave at the games when they are there and showing good sportsmanship as well as the coaches. Weather policy, if we would have any weather situations, we would send out a message through player space, and we would also update our cancellation weather line. Concussion policy, on our website and in this email will be what you should know as a coach on concussions. In volleyball, the things to look for is if the ball hits someone in the head when it's coming over the net, you would want to be aware of that and make sure the child's good, or if somebody would dive, fall, or something like that. But we would want you to read through the concussion training and policies for coaching. Volleyball rules discussion. I will start with micro volleyball. We're going to play with 4 players on a side. The court will be smaller, and the net height is going to be 6 foot for micro volleyball. They will use a volley light volleyball. If you are looking, or if the parent asks you what size of volleyball a child uses and they want to purchase one, they would use a volley light volleyball from 1st grade through 6th grade. So if somebody's looking to buy a volley light, it is something they would use from 1st grade to 6th grade. The match will be 25 minutes. The coaches are the officials for 4-on-4 micro volleyball. Scoring is not kept at this age group, and we will not change sides of the net this year. We will just stay on the same side of the net, just so we don't have extra movement in between the matches. Recreational volleyball, we do have a slightly smaller court for 2nd through 4th grade. 5th through 9th grade will play on a regulation. For the volley light will be used for 2nd through 6th grade recreational, and a regulation volleyball will be used 7th through 9. Net height, 2nd through 4th grade is 6'6" approximately. 5th and 6th grade will be 7 foot, and 7 through 9 will play on a regulation size volleyball net. All teams play with 6 players. Time limit. Matches are limited to 50 minutes. You will get 50 minutes to play as many games as possible. We will play to 25, and then at the end of 50 minutes, who's ever ahead by 1 point, the game will end as is. Each team has 2 30-second timeouts per game. We want you to play as much as you can in 50 minutes. The 50 minutes is your court time. So for recreational volleyball, we do not play 2 out of 3 or anything like that. We just play 50 minutes, and at 25 we would start a new game. And this year we will not rotate in between the sets. You would just come out, have your teams come over, take about a minute, and then we would start the next set. But you play as many as you can in 50 minutes. Rally scoring is kept for all recreational volleyball. 2nd through fifth grade, rotation of players. All players should be allowed to play in each game. They sit along the in line, and you will rotate at the center back position a new player in your rotation. 6th through 9th grade, coaches can sub or request for a sub. So you will do a regular sub that you would see in volleyball for 6th through 9th grade. Each player must play half the match and must play all front and back positions, including serving. Automatic side-out serving limits. 2nd grade through 5th grade, an automatic side-out will occur after 3 straight points. So what will happen is you score 3 straight points, the other team will get the ball to serve. No points will be awarded to the other team, just to serve. So it's not a side out or anything, it's just an automatic rotation, they get to serve. Through 6th through 9th grade, it's 5 straight points. So after 5 points, the other team will then be the one serving. And no points are awarded on the switch, it's just the team serving changes. Players may underhand or overhand serve in all grade levels. Players may serve anywhere along the back line and the in line. 2nd through 4th grade, there's a special serving line that'll be 3 feet inside the court from the designated line may be used. If the first serve attempt is missed, they may move in 3 more feet to try a second serve attempt. And that's only on the first ball. So the first time they get to serve, if it hits the net and stays on their side, you would move them up 3 feet and they could serve again. But that's only on the first time. So if they get one over, and then the second time they go to serve it hits the net, it would be a side out the other way. No lead serve for 2nd through 4th graders. The ball hits the net, it'll be a service foul. 5th through 6th will have a 3-foot line that the server will designate in front, and everybody is just given 1 attempt on the first serve at that grade level. 7 through 9, there's just the regular behind the regular serving line, and there's no really special rules on 7 through 9. Receiving serve, the ball may be played over the net on the first ball for 2nd through 6th grade. However, we do encourage that you try to have 3 hits. But we don't want to penalize if a girl gets a hit and the ball goes over the net. So you can play over the net, but we would encourage trying to get more than 1 hit before the ball would be played over. 7 through 9 would have no modifications. And then attacking, spiking, and blocking is allowed in all grade levels. However, you cannot attack or block a serve. If you have any questions on rules, we did hand out a rule sheet with your packet, and we also have them posted on our website. And if you have any questions, just let us know. And once again, we thank you for coaching this fall volleyball season. And if you have any questions or need any assistance from the youth sports staff, please let us know.